guys gotta chill. So there was a massive ICE raid right here in my hometown of New York City on Canal Street. Look, welcome back to the Michael Cohen Show on our continued journey to 500,000 subscribers. So let's get there. Hit subscribe, watch, comment, and share because this stuff is out of control. And this raid took place on Tuesday where this massive group of ICE agents raided Canal Street, which happens to be a popular street in the lower Manhattan area with licensed and, to be honest, unlicensed street vendors who are peddling purses, watches, and other knockoff luxury items. Now, a street that's usually packed with tourists looked like this yesterday after the raid. Let me show you. This is what happens when you have ICE agents showing up and detaining and arresting people. Normally, that street would be bustling to the point, as I wrote, you literally had to go shoulder to shoulder with your matcha lattes banging around in order to be able to move 2 feet. Now, on Sunday afternoon, a MAGA commentator named Savannah Hernandez visited Canal Street. And to give you an idea who she is, let me show you her profile on X. Let me show it to you. In it, it turns on and says, Savannah Hernandez, Sav with one N, protest coverage, political commentary, proud American, formerly 3 times banned on Twitter, contributor with TP, Turning Point USA. Right there, look at the very center photo. Yay, yay, fucker Carlson. Now, let me show you a post from Sunday, her post from Sunday about Canal Street. In it, she turns around and she writes, watch, a huge group of African illegal immigrants are operating a black market on the corner of Broadway and Canal Street in New York City. The entire sidewalk is filled with illegals who state they are from Senegal, and I watched as they fled police. This corner looks exactly like the streets of Paris, and the migrants even became angry and tried to tell me I couldn't film, similar to Paris. As I was reporting, the migrants began scrambling to pick up their items before fleeing into vehicles or on foot due to police presence in the area. One of the migrants explained to me that they are operating without a license, and if the police catch them, they'll confiscate all of their items. There are at least 20 to 30 illegals in the same area conducting business that they know is against the law. However, this seems to be a common occurrence on this street, and business is booming. Now, look, as I wrote in my Substack of today, Gucci knockoffs trigger homeland panic. I turn around and I say, let's be honest, right? When you think national security threat, probably not picturing a guy with a folding table or a blanket on the ground stacked with fake Gucci, Louis Vuitton, Goyard, or Hermes bags on Canal Street. But apparently, I don't know, ICE is, and so is this woman, Hernandez. On Tuesday afternoon, as I said, this federal government decided that the real menace to America is not corruption, cartels, cyber attacks. It's a Senegalese street vendor selling imitation luxury to tourists who know damn well that it's fake. So naturally, they rolled in like it was D-Day for designer knockoffs. Let me show you the video that accompanied her post. Play the clip.
This is Savannah Hernandez in New York City, and okay, my friends, I was just driving down the street, I was Ubering, and I saw this huge market of African migrants selling all of these bags along this sidewalk. This sidewalk was actually completely full of people, so I was like, okay, pull over, let me see what's going on. Now, I'm walking along this street, and the entire sidewalk was completely packed with people buying these Louis Vuitton bags, buying these YSL bags. Obviously, all of them are knockoffs. Now, I spoke to some of the migrants. They were telling me they're all from Senegal. And as I'm walking around, they all start grabbing their bags very quickly. Again, this entire block was filled with all of these bags, and they picked them all up very quickly. Within 2 minutes, they all started jumping in vehicles, running away. I was speaking to one of the migrants, and he ended up telling me that they don't have the license to sell these purses. It's illegal, and if the cops catch them, they will come and take away all of their products.
Yeah, this girl really has some serious mental problems, but as you can see, She actually told ICE to come to Canal Street, and for whatever the reason, they listened. Governor Kathy Hochul posted this on her X account. In it, she writes, "This bigot, Sav says, posts a video about Canal Street, and less than 48 hours later, Trump sends ICE in. Who this administration chooses to uplift and who they choose to attack says it all." You know, as I turn around and I said to you, here's what I wrote on my Substack again today, Gucci knockoffs trigger Homeland panic. According to Homeland Security, this was an intelligence-driven enforcement operation. Translation, this lady basically ICE doom-scrolled their way into some ego trip after seeing this Turning Point influencer complain on X about illegal immigrants selling black market goods. And just like that, a TikTok tantrum becomes a federal mission. I mean, we have truly entered an era of governance by grievance. You know, we can go on and say these agents, they literally walked along Canal Street profiling anyone.
Public street, man.
They even tried to detain a man, obviously thinking he's Senegalese, who's born in the Bronx. Play that clip.
Go, 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 get to the wall. New York, New York! You can film, I'm not doing nothing. He asking me questions, what's up? I'm from Brooklyn. Brooklyn.
Just give the officers some space.
I'm from Brooklyn. I'm not doing nothing. Yeah, I'm born here. Kings County Hospital, Brooklyn. I'm born here. I'm born here. Brooklyn, baby. Suck my. Look, yo, listen. They asked me for ID. I didn't show them no ID. They cuffed me. That was it.
And then how did they take the cuffs off?
They just the one guy came in. He said, "Just take the cuffs off of him." I didn't show them anything.
Yeah, the worst thing to do is to piss off a New Yorker because we don't take kindly to this shit. As obvious, New Yorkers became very angry, taking to the streets and protesting ICE's behavior. Play that clip. Yeah, let me be very clear about something. That raid, it's not about justice. It's not about danger to America. It's about humiliation. It's about turning poverty into a photo op, fear into policy, and public service into a spectacle. You see, it's not enough for the Trump administration's ICE to enforce the law. They have to perform it, complete with costume, props, and a cheering section of online demagogues. So congratulations, ICE. You have now saved the free world. We all owe you a debt of gratitude. You have saved the free world from counterfeit handbags. You protected America from the existential threat of a $40 Louis Vuitton tote. And in doing so, you reminded each and every one of us, that in Trump's America, this America 2.0, the cruelty, it's not the bug, it's the brand. Because nothing says land of the free like tackling a man over a fake Gucci bag. And as you walk the streets and as you see these things happening, do the responsible thing. Take out your cell phones, videotape, do anything that you can do. Don't fight with them, because they will arrest you, they will tackle you, they will hurt you. That's become the mantra. They believe that they can do whatever they want, when they want, and however they want. And it is now up to us, each and every one of us. As I continue this journey to 500,000 subscribers, I then want to go for 1 million and then 10 million. In that way, we can all be connected on issues just like this. And as always, thanks for listening. Hey everyone, first of all, thanks for watching. I mean, we're going to be posting daily episodes with reactions and talking about politics. We'll be talking about everything, in fact. So please like and subscribe. Join us on this journey.